Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On play action, it's Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Off the option, here's Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Here's Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On play action, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz. He's got Granson over the middle and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a 1st down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them with the spectacular.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Touchdown, Colts! Kylan Granson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Watch the safety crease. Solid.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
On first down, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quiddy Pay brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Again, Wilson will keep it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On first down, it's Carson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Back now in Indianapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Seahawks first down.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works. And they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On first down, it's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 159 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. This complete to Lockett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. James has got it, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Colts 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One last shot for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.